Hi, this is Dave with Dave Creative. This week we're going to make a Valentine's Day gift because I'm behind and I haven't gotten anything yet Valentine's Day is next week. So if you're in the same boat as me and you're struggling to get that perfect gift for your loved one, follow along with this video. We're going to make a wooden heart that can be displayed anywhere in the house. Love. Valentine's Day. Bella, we need to create a Valentine's Day gift for Mom. Let's go! This is a great spot to make a Valentine's Day gift. I must go get the wood. Now I started a project the other day that would work for this. I cut it out on the bandsaw, but I have to do the actual sanding and grinding work. It's going to be a giant wooden heart. It also would have been best that I didn't show you the process of cutting out a heart, because that's pretty gross. But I'm willing to do some pretty gross things for my wife, because I love her. Now I'm going to be using the angle grinder because it has a lot of speed and it has a really coarse grit sandpaper on here right now of 60 grit. It'll take away that wood a lot faster than if I were to use, say, other tools. This is a dangerous tool to use though, especially if you're going at 10 times the speed like I am here. Now this takes a long time to do, and so I'm not going to show you all of the video of me grinding the corners away of this and rounding it off and getting away some of that old wood, but you're kind of going to get the idea just by looking at this. After I'm done with the angle grinder, I use the drum sander to help smooth over those rough, jagged corners. The benefit of using the drum sander is that it has a lot of air that you can let some of that air out, and it makes a contour as you push on it, which naturally forms over the corner of the wood. For the next phase in this project, I'm going to use a palm sander. I start my sanding with about 60 grit and I continue to increase it gradually all the way up to 220 grit. The palm sander is a great way to remove all those fine scratches that appeared after the other carving, the other sanding I should say. This is a very long process, and I actually cut out a lot of the video in order to make this not be an extremely long video, even though I'm doing it at 10 times the speed here. I've also brought out another tool. It's like a little mini belt sander that you can hold by hand, and it allowed me to get over some of those crevices, get into that crevice a little better. Sometimes it's helpful to have an extra hand to hold the piece down while you're sanding. At this point, I need to do some of that hand sanding to get down in there where the belt sander wouldn't fit, or the orbital sander. Now this is another time-consuming process, so I came inside to watch a little bit of television while I sanded. I'm starting with a 40 grit sandpaper, and I'll continue to work all the way up to 220. Then I give the whole piece a good sanding using 400 grit sandpaper. With this project almost done, I really need to wipe off some of that old dust, so I'm using a wet rag to get some of the walnut dust off that. You can see the colors that are coming off. Plus it allows me a chance to see the beauty of this wood for the first time. Another benefit of using a wet rag is it's going to allow that grain to raise a little bit, which then after that dries, I'm going to be able to sand it down with another 400 grit sandpaper. This will give it a glassy, smooth finish. Now I'm going to use Watco Danish oil to put a finish on this, and it really brings out the color of the wood. I'm just going to apply it with a cloth. And I'm going to do 3 coats of this. You'll see it really makes the grain pop out. Now I'm using sawtooth hangers on the back of this heart, but it comes with these little flimsy nails that I'm not confident would hold the weight of the wood. And so I'm going to drill the holes a little bit larger and put a few wood screws in instead. Wood screws are going to give it a nice strong hold. Wow, I am really pleased with the way this looks. The last thing I need to do before I hang it on the wall is give it a little bit of a finish with some standard wood paste. I'm just going to use a regular cloth, paper cloth I guess it is, and just rub this on. I should probably clean up that mess too. One final wipe down to get rid of the excess, and this heart will be completed. It up on the wall. What I like about the sawtooth hangers is there's several little notches, so even if you don't get it centered perfect when you put the bracket on, you can still find a good balance point. And there's the finished product. If you liked what you saw here, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be trying to post a video weekly.